away every last speck of Martian dust from my suit, putting the scooter through the scrubber so not a particle of grit would get into the colony air system. Once everything was clean, I checked the scooter back into its bay and folded my suit and breather into my locker. I put the air tank in with a rack of empties for a technician to refill. I carefully double-checked everything, because you always double-check everything when things like clean air and functional environment suits were involved. But no matter how long I took with the chores, it wouldn't be long enough. I couldn't put off talking to Mom forever. So I brushed the creases out of my jumpsuit and pulled my brown hair into a tail to try to make it look decent. Not that it helped. The office of Supervisor Martha Newton, Director of Colony 1 Operations, was the brain of the entire settlement, overseeing the engineering and environmental workstations, computer banks, monitors, controls, and surveillance that kept everything running. The place bustled. Various department heads and their people, all in Mars brown uniforms, passing along the corridor, ducking into rooms, studying handheld terminals, speaking urgently. It was all critical and productive, which was exactly how Mom liked it. Supervisor Newton herself had a private room in the back of operations. Her office, as well as her house, practically. She kept a fold-away cot there, and a stack of self-heating meal packets in one of the cupboards for when she worked late. Some days she didn't come home. Usually, when she wasn't sleeping or fixing casseroles, she kept the place clean, spotless like a laboratory. Nothing cluttered her gray alloy desk except the computer screen tilted toward the chair. 2 more chairs sat on the other side of the desk. The cot, her jacket, and emergency breather were tucked in a closet with a seamless door. Her handheld and other office detritus remained hidden in a drawer. A window in back looked over the central atrium gardens. Anyone entering, seeing her sitting there, expression serene, would think she ran all of Colony 1 by telepathy. I wouldn't put it past her. When I finally arrived, sliding open the door, she was sitting just like that, back straight, her brown hair perfectly arranged in a bob, wearing neither a frown nor a smile. Her beige and brown uniform was clean, neatly pressed, buttoned at the collar. Perfect. Charles was already here, slouching in one of the extra chairs. My brother had grown 10 centimeters in the last year, and his legs stuck out like he didn't know what to do with them. I'd been taller than him before last year. Now he stared down at me and made jokes about my scalp. They both looked at me, and I felt suddenly self-conscious. My jumpsuit was wrinkled. My hair was already coming loose, and I could feel the chill morning air still burning on my cheeks. I couldn't pretend I hadn't been out racing on the scooter for no reason at all. Maybe she wouldn't ask. "Polly, thank you for coming," Mom said, as if I'd had a choice, as if I could find a place on the whole planet where she couldn't find me. "Have a seat." I pulled up the other chair and sat. The 3 of us were at the points of an equilateral triangle. I wondered what Charles and I had done to get in trouble. This wasn't about taking the scooter out, was it? I couldn't think of anything else I'd done that she didn't already know about. Charles was usually too smart to get caught when he did things like hack a mining rover or borrow gene-slicing lab equipment to engineer blue strawberries just to see if he could. I glanced at him, trying to get a hint, but he wouldn't look at me. We waited, expectant. Mom seemed to be studying us. The corners of her lips turned up just a bit, which confused me. "What's wrong?" I asked. "Nothing at all," she said. "Just the opposite, in fact. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about how quickly time passes. It seems like yesterday you were both still learning how to walk." This was starting to get weird. She usually talked about how much better she liked us once we started walking and talking and acting like actual people instead of needy babies. Mom wasn't a fan of neediness. She rearranged her hands, leaned forward, and even seemed excited. Happy almost. "I've got some really good news. I've secured a wonderful opportunity for the both of you. You're going to the Galileo Academy." Frowning, Charles straightened. I blinked at him, wondering what he knew that I didn't. I said, "What's that?" The way she said it made me think I should have heard of it. "It's on Earth," Charles